Hey everybody, it's Electrek, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Sword yet again. We are once in the Crown Tundra, once in the Crown Tundra. Trying to say once again we are in the Crown Tundra, and we are headed over to Freezington to meet up with good old Peony. Last time we were here we didn't get a cutscene intro, but now I guess we get a nice little overview of the town, or really just this old man staring at his plants. Ah, interesting, some guy with some freaky looking glasses seems pretty familiar from Pokemon games. Hello, what have we here? Another visitor? I am the mayor of this fair town of Freezington. I must say, it's a surprise to have visitors arriving in our out-of-the-way town one after another. Might you be here to learn about the legend of the King of Bountiful Harvest? Well, it looks like you need Bountiful Harvest, man, as well. I'm not, but I'm interested. What do you got to say about that? Never mind, it hardly bears asking. After all, there's very little otherwise to attract visitors to our sleepy corner of the region. So much so that people didn't know about your region your town for 3 months after the release of Sword and Shield. Which is a bit of a shame, really. People come all this way to investigate what turns out to be a mere fairy tale. But since you've made the journey, I must offer you this Freezington specialty as a memento. Boat neck sweatshirt. Interesting. I wonder if that's the red jacket. I want to try it on. It's a shirt what word is that? It's a shirt emblazoned with the likes of the King of Bountiful Harvest. I'm afraid it hasn't sold quite as well as we'd hoped. We've got a fair number left over. The illustration based on extremely ancient accounts of the king experienced. Hence the unusually sized head. It might not be too far off. Let's take a look. But we thought it might be a nice design, a touch more hip, as they say. If you'd like to see what the king really looked like, I suggest you take a look at the statue by the fields in the center of our village, as we checked out in episode 1. By the way, while you're here in the Crown Tundra, feel free to let your Pokemon out of its ball and take it for a stroll. Hell yeah! Please pop out. Please pop out. Okay, we gotta go to a little more cutscene first. Oi! Says Peony. Over here, Andre! So, I know our outfit looks like Peony's. I'm wondering if we're borrowing his then, if it's Nia's outfit. And I just saw it! You're out of the ball! What's up, Suicune? Yes, Suicune is currently at the front of the party, based off last episode. It's so cool to see a friggin' Suicune. Wow, look at that thing go. That's scary. And, speaking of big heads, Calyrex was announced. Let's just be upfront about it. Calyrex was announced before the release of this DLC. I think your big head might not be too far off. It might be a little bit more on point than you realize. Oh, there was an item back there, but we'll just head straight in. No Suicunes in this house allowed, I presume. Aha! Here you are! This pokey little place will be our lodgings. Lodgings, I guess. Actually looks pretty comfy. Wouldn't mind staying there. Oh, wait, that's the crown of... That's the crown! That's the statue! Oh, but as of this moment, it's also something far more important. Our base camp. I know. Not much of a base camp, is it? Still, we've got to give it a proper air of importance, haven't we? Now, enough faffing about, Andre. Let me tell you about the Peony Exploration Team is after. Or what the Peony Exploration Team is after. Round here, they've got a fair few strange and mysterious legends. So you're here for this, for Calyrex, too. For example, a huge-headed Pokemon known as the King of Bountiful Harvest. Not to mention, a massive red tree where legendary flying Pokemon gather. And furthermore, these great hulking dot-faced giants that sleep in some ruins or something. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Etc. See what I mean? This place is just bursting with juicy legends. That's true. There are a lot of legendary Pokemon to catch here. And we're not stopping until we've found just how much truth they've got to them. You'll be surprised, Peony. We've got a lot to do. And there you have it. We are the Peony Exploration Team. I dig it, man. And this is our grand, noble, magnificent goal. That's the head right there. That's the head of Calyrex just sitting on the table. Of course, if I had my way, I'd be doing this with my darling Nia. Look at him cry. But who knows? They say even chancy meetings can lead to blissfully friendships. I couldn't read that real, but you know what the pun is. So here's to a grand adventure. Expedition Chief Andre? Yeah, Chief, obviously. Look, what do you think would happen if the two of us went gallivanting off together? My dear Nia could come along for a grand emotional reunion and find this place empty. Just the thought of it, my own darling daughter, sitting alone in this room pinning for her papa. Gah, nope, not on my watch. I'd never let that happen. So I'll be the hold down the fort chief. Bruh, I mean, you know what? I'll take it because at least we get to catch the legendaries, but which means you'll get the pleasure of being the expedition chief. I see how Peony is, a little bit on the lazy side there, which brings me to this. Go on, have it. There we go. Do we put it on right away? Yeah, we do. All right, it's been a bit, but welcome to the new and improved look. Although I still have the Isle of Armor haircut. Ah, look at that, fits you like a glove. Also, my hair is grown out as much, I might be able to do my own Isle of Armor man bun. I brought some spare uniforms so my dear Nia would have to change into. So there's enough to give you one. Interesting, so this isn't actually Nia's uniform. And if you ever need to change or have a kip, by all means, just head into the bedroom back here. Isn't that where you're going to be, Peony? What's going on? I've got some different colored scarves in there, so switch it up if you fancy a bit of style. Ah, yeah, I might do that. Interesting. At least the scarves we can change. Here, have these two. Legendary Clue 1. That sounds cool. We're playing Blue's Clues out here. Clue about the King of Bountiful Harvest. It's written by Peony and an old photo is attached to it. Ah, so they have an old photo of the... This is cool that they have that. Can't you tell them by looking at this photo that what's sitting on the table is supposed to be on the statue? Let's read this. King of Bountiful Harvest. There's a fairy tale in Freezington about the legendary Pokemon known as the King of Bountiful Harvest. In the legends, the king is said to wear a massive crown on its head, but the wooden statue near the fields in the middle of the village shows no sign of a crown. Are you looking at the photo? Like... multiple. We're really playing Blue's Clues out here. Clue about the legend of giants. Oh, this is cool. Look at the drawing. This is like, I want to know who actually drew this. That's so cool. The legendary giants. Far, far into the giant's bed lies a temple where the giant of stone sleeps. Stone. Regirock. On the temple's door, the strange words, let the something mon. That's probably P-O-K. No, it's not enough letters, unless those three dots aren't representing of 3 letters. Mon, something changed one. The door remains firmly shut. We got the Reggies all over again. We actually get a... If there's Braille, that would be so cool. Sunken on the side of the... I doubt it, though. On the side of the snow slide slope lies a temple door where the giant of ice sleeps. Something together, living sol of snow. Door remains firmly shut, and this is the steel... giant of steel. So yeah, we get the original Reggies here. On the temple door, the strange words, let out... something, walk, giant, steel, something like that. And the 2 new ones, Electrek and Dragon. We will, interesting that we get to add Reggies. That's super cool, I think. On the distant paths of 3 Point Pass lies a temple door where 2 giants sleep. So everyone has their own room except for the 2 new ones. They gotta share a bedroom. On the temple door are strange words, where something door, all will be opened, probably. Door remains firmly shut. And one more legendary clue. If I had to guess, it is about the Galarian birds. I love these drawings. It looks like he made this when he was like 5, or frankly, now, not everyone's the best at drawing. This is probably my kind of drawing, frankly. When the sun reaches its zenith, it shines directly down upon the great tree with leaves that seem to burn. It is there that legendary wings come to roost. So, all right, midday or something, we got to go there at a certain time. That's pretty cool. They're legendary clues that meticulously compiled from hours of dedicated tele-watching. I see how this is. I see what your life is like, Peony. First off, why not have a look at the clue about the King of Bountiful Harvest? Seems like the king's bonds with his loyal steed, or whatever you call it, run proper deep. So, if I had to name this expedition, I'd call it... What? This is so cheesy! The sacred bonds of sovereign and steed. It's very interesting. This is like a weak animation, but it totally fits Peony's personality, so I kind of like it. There's a great big statue of it bang in the middle of the village, though its head isn't as massive as in my notes. Bro, they keep alluding to the head on the table. Do you want to change back into your usual clothes? I do not. No need to change. Time to investigate the legends surrounding the Crown Tundra. Ah, I've just had an idea. Here's a little something to help you out. Oh! Okay. First Pokemon game where they give us 2 Master Balls. This is supposed to be one of the Ultra Mega Corker of a ball. Corker, I like that. Use it wherever you think you ought to. I got it ages ago from somebody I used to know. Wonder if it was Rose. Never could bring myself to use it, though. If you ever get a bit turned around, come back to my base camp anytime. You can't miss it. Just look out for Adventuring Clue flag I stuck out front. Handmade by yours truly. Can't wait to see if this is a Gen 9 Pokemon, this design he's got. Anyway, I suppose that's that. Let the grand adventure begin. Have a smashing time out there. It definitely looks like a fossil Pokemon, but... yes, I can press A on this. Can I do anything with it? Hey, Chief, my pillow? Bruh. You know what? I'm just gonna be ignorant about it. Yeah, it's great. Righto, ultra mega nice, isn't it? Just the shape and firmness I need. Interesting, I guess. Unfortunately, I went and left my favorite pillow back at home. So I went to have a look around town for something to rest my head on and found this out back behind the inn. I see. I'm not gonna ask for it. I'm in for one ultra mega comfy sleep tonight, that's for certain. So it just stays here? Okay, interesting. Well, I will leave this here for the time being. I obviously know where this goes. We all know where this goes, but I'm not going to do anything with it just yet. I actually want to do something real quick. I want to change my armband, and I can restore my Pokemon here. So that's good to know, considering I don't think that is there a grass one? Let's do grass. Wait a minute. Let's go back. Can I go back? Oh, I just go through all of them? Okay. What was the first one again? Change my armband. Yes. The first one wasn't a type, it was Exploration Team's color. Is this an Exploration Team of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Yeah, actually I should do this. I haven't done this in a long time, so I guess I will. That looks exactly the same. I'll try the grass one out. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, one sec. Let me get the grass band. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, Peony, I gave a little bit of spice to my own armband. This thing we can come back later to. Let's see what Peony just has to say. First off, why not have a look at the clue of the King of Bountiful Harvest? There's a great big statue in the bank in the middle of the village, though his head isn't as massive as in my notes. I read that pretty quickly, and yes, I am known for speaking pretty quickly. Sometimes I speak too fast for my own mind, and I can't even come up with words I'm going to say because I'm just thinking too slowly compared to how fast I'm speaking, like kind of what happened right there. Now we get a nice view of Crown Tundra. That's a good shot. Nice. And yes, this mysterious tree out there. Oh, that's creepy head turn. Hello, statue. Alright. Well, now we know the main story of Crown Tundra. As in the first episode, I went around and explored. I guess I could have waited until now. I will always take a wishing piece. I could put the hat on this guy right away, but we're not going to do that. Statue Pokemon sometimes feels as if it's missing something. Yes, we know exactly what it's missing. Really wish I could ride the Suicune right now. I think that would be super cool. And there's a cutscene here already. Frostpoint Field. Huh. Footprints? Let's check it out. Sonia! Hey! Yes, there they are. These are exactly what I was looking for. Nice to see reoccurring characters. I knew my hypothesis was spot on. What? Andre? What are you doing in a place like this? What are you doing here, Sonia? Also, I realized Sonia's like actually my age. Like she's like 25 or something. So they did portray her as a young adult pretty well. I keep asking myself that exact same question. If I'd known it was going to be this cold out here, I would have thought things through a bit more. Yeah, midriff is not going to help there in the cold. But here I am, stuck in the Crown Tundra, trying to learn more about a group of Pokemon. There are some Pokemon that prefer places where there are no people. I don't blame them. You see, Pokemon that choose to live in isolation. The Crown Tundra here is just the place for that sort of Pokemon. If my theory is correct, then I think a certain trio of legendary Pokemon could be lurking somewhere in these lands. I think you got a lot more than 3 here. I'm sure my theory's not wrong. If you want to see some proof, then there, look, see these footprints? I see them. Does it mean anything? Oh, I gotta press A on them again. You found evidence of the Iron Will Pokemon. That's 2% of the data needed to track it. Interesting. My theory is that the legendary Iron Will Pokemon, Cavern Pokemon, and Grassland Pokemon are all somewhere out here. Iron Will, Cavern, and Grassland. I actually don't even know what those could mean. Are the legendary birds those? Out here in the Crown Tundra. And if there's evidence that like this scattered all over the place, that'll lead us to them. If we could find more evidence and collect 100% of the data needed to track these legendary Pokemon, then I bet we could use my Pokemon Finder to figure out what habits they're living in. Habitats. Whoops. But this place is wicked cold, and it's putting me in hibernation mode. Are you planning to stick around here for a while, Andre? Think you could try to spot more evidence like this and report it to me when you find it? I'm everybody's servant here. I'm everybody's slave. This and reporting me find it. Yeah, I'll reward you for your hard work, of course. Ah, well, thanks for paying me at least. I'll be waiting in that house there so I can stay warm and cozy and maybe feel my fingers. Are all these houses just vacant? This place has got a bunch of old people, but they only live outside. So that I can grip my pen and write, of course. Yeah, I mean, you just need your hands in general. You don't need to tell me why you need your hands. Don't be alluding to things, since I'll be working so hard on my research. Bye, Sonia. And I know she's not alluding to things. I'm just 25, and the footprints are gone! Well, I guess that's that. What's-his-face did tell us to check out the... I wonder if those are items. Also, I kind of want to see this real quick. Yeah, we get a new print. I want to see really quick if it shows. Oh, yes, we got to check this out. I did forget last episode. Wow, this is actually a really cool photo. What's with the blue flames? And I love the signature. Can I read it? I figured out recently that these can actually be read. How do I flip it? A select. Okay, X sort. Y select and throw away. These I could read these before, I swear. There was a way to flip it. There we go. Peony is a former Steel-type gym leader. His powerful and dynamic battle style meant that anyone stuck on a pitch maintenance had their work cut out for them. To this day, he is known as Steel Peony, and many fans, especially among men. Interesting. This photo is actually a composite photo made before Peony came to the Crown Tundra. What's a composite photo? It was originally a poster Peony stuck in the travel planner he made for his daughter, but she threw it away in short order. Oh, man. That's a little bit rough. Peony liked the way it looked and decided to use it for his league card. I mean, I think it looks cool as hell, but I guess if you got a poster of your dad, though, from your dad, that is a bit much. But I love the man's attitude. Then again, I guess it's because I'm not his daughter. Alright, oh, one more thing. Still so cool to have Suicune following us around. Let's check the key items, because I think that's where we have, yes, the legendary clues. So we can open these up at any time, it seems. Yeah. So it looks like the first thing we have to do is actually put that head back. And I know I should continue on with stories, but I hate just rushing through story modes real quick, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit out of order, and I'm going to try and get down to that tree. Or I could check this out while we're here, since I'm here. Beep, beep, beep. Oi! It's me, Peony. How are things, Chief? What's that? You found someplace ruiny looking? Bro, it's like 5 steps outside of your door. That's gotta be one of those places, you know, where the legendary giants are supposed to be? Did you see a door with a mysterious writing on it? I hear no one's ever been able to get it open. If all that's true, I think I'd call this a particular adventure. Oh my god, these are great. I didn't even read that. The terrible titans lurking away or something like that. Oh, well, how's that grab you? I love these names. Right then, Chief. I'll eagerly leave the rest of this research in your hands. I know I'm butchering so much of what I'm saying here. Talk to you later. Oh, there's so much to explore. I love these titles. Ooh. Take a quick guess. This one is steel type, right? Let's look at the door. This is a steel type. We're gonna go flash cannon. TM. Hey! Guess I'm pretty good at this game, you never know. Let's see. Oh, something is written on the door. Oh, so it's just here. Damn it, there's not Braille. Okay, that's fine. Let ring the piercing note that will take this giant of steel. Piercing note. Hyper voice? Is it like a Pokemon move we gotta use or something? Sorry, excuse me there. That's pretty cool to see. But, let me just indulge myself a little bit. Let me run down to the tree. Then I'll come back, I'll put the head on the statue, see what happens, and then we'll continue on from there. So, I'll meet you guys when I get down closer to that tree, or if anything interesting happens along the way. Okay, looks like we're gotta cross this river, at least that's the only way I think I can go. Have not been to this part of Crown Tundra yet, but it'd be nice to explore everything so that if I am playing on my own time, I don't feel bad about exploring new places. I definitely hold off. I'll always take a life orb. Probably never use it, but I know they are handy. Definitely hold off exploring new places so that I can get them on video for the first time for, frankly, myself to see later in the future. Hello, Corviknight. Hello, fossil Pokemon. Tyrantrum is the evolution. Tyrunt, there we go. And a Boltund. I don't think we've actually seen a wild Boltund before. At least out in the open like this. Let's get a little bit closer. Oh shit. I kind of like the south end of the... Oh, wow, sweet. Can you crack your neck there a bit? Jesus Christ. Let's get out of this first. I like the sunniness actually down here. Crown Tundra is definitely very, very synonymous with the cold, but... Hello, Whimsicott. But this whole place down here seems like a normal land. It's nice. It seems pleasant. Hello, Colossal. There's a cave over there, but... Here's this giant tree right here. Did I just activate a cutscene I shouldn't have activated? This is taking a long time to load. This is definitely a cutscene of cutscenes. Look at those fruits. There they are. I don't blame them. These are vicious looking fruits, man. Ah, Moltres wasn't looking at us. Oh! They're duking it out here. Yo, this is definitely what was asked for. Ooh! This Articuno looks kind of cheesy to me. I think my favorites out of the 3 designs is Zapdos. Interesting, now they're all focused on me. And Zapdos doesn't fly, but he jumps, man, does he jump. Interesting, Articuno's headed up to its original typing land. It's so cool to see regional variants of legendary Pokemon. Very, very neat. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, back to a little bit more standard cutscene animation. Oi, it's me, Peony. Listen, I wanted to ask you something. Hang on, Chief, there's breaking news on the telly. They're saying dodgy bird Pokemon are popping up left and right. There's this pointy feathered one in the wild area. Oh. Oh! They're in different places, not even just here? That's super cool! Plus a fiery looking one on the Isle of Armor, and this fancy, graceful one's apparently flying about in the Crown Tundra. Wouldn't it be something if they turned out to be the bird Pokemon I wrote the clue about? Yo, that's so cool! So we get to go back to the wild area to run around and find freaking Zapdos? That's awesome! If that were the case, I think at this expedition... I can't even read it because here comes the freaking... A legendary tree, a legendary 3. Oh, man. I love this guy's names. Now I've gone an ultra mega completely forgot what I called you in the first place. Why I called you, I assume. I assume he knows what he calls us. Well, life's too short to sweat out the small stuff. To Chief? Maybe it was what he called us. He just called us to Chief. Maybe he doesn't remember our names. So we wrote down these words. Bird of orange, dash up to the wild area. Bird of black and bird of purple. Wow, so cool! Alright, I think let's see how long I've been recording this one. Yeah, it's just about 25 minutes in. Alright, in this episode, we discovered some of the openings that Reggie wanted to probably least explore, but we found at least one of the caves and maybe jotted some notes down. But we have our beginnings to the many legendary adventures that await us here. Brave Bird. Very, very fitting. I believe all 3 of those are still flying type, except maybe Zapdos. I'm not positive. I think he is, though. But we have the beginning of all the legendary adventures before us. And my god, is this view right here gorgeous. We got the tree, and we got in the background back there. Wow. A lot of things from this episode, especially the cutscene here for Zapdos, will probably be used as a thumbnail for a different episode when we eventually go after them. But I will be starting with the King of Bountiful Harvest. Oh my god, speaking of Tyrantrum. Let's see if we can fly back up there. Oh, I can fly down here anytime now, that's good. And I can fly up here, which is good to know. I won't... Let me check just really quick here, a couple more exploration around this little bit. Just to see real quick if there's anything noteworthy. And just so I can explore this area. There's probably not much that's definitely noteworthy around here. I see, looks like we can't go into the ocean. We got the same waves as we had in that one part of the Isle of Armor. Is there anything with that island over there we can go to? That would be cool to know. As much as I say I don't like to rush through the storyline of the game, I am rushing through a little bit of the exploration right now. But let's just see if we can go to these islands or not. Doesn't look like it, just looks like there's scenery, but it's good scenery to boot. So we'll fly back up to Freezington to end the episode off. It's nice to have a city in a open area. I think that definitely adds to the open area. Next time, we will put Peony's pillow back where it belongs. And yeah, I guess we'll start handling some of the legendary adventures. Maybe I'll take on a couple more Dynamax adventures. Get myself a couple more Suicunes. Just kidding, Suicune. You're the one and only Suicune, as we all know. Can I talk to it? There we go. Interesting. You're not going to break your neck like you did before, Suicune. Anyways, yeah, on the next one, we'll handle some of these clues that we were seeing now. Until then, see you guys then.